down by a marina. Down here they have some really good restaurants, right? 3 years ago, I was, hold on. 3 years ago, I was actually down in this area here, and there's actually Suncor Energy right around the area too. But there was a restaurant, I think it was called Kelly O'Brien's, and I met up with one of my exes. Is there music? Yep. And what difference does it make? It's not like I'm gonna get monetized soon anytime anyway. Anyways, so yeah, I was with my ex, right? And from going way back when I was 19, right? We went out for drinks and whatnot, right? And little did she know she was getting in the middle of a divorce anyway. But anyways, yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a good time. She brought a friend of hers out, so, but anyways, you know, Google Maps is so deceiving, you know, like you try and do different things until you finally realize, you know what, really, I'm only a 5-minute drive from that location. And you guys, I know I've been messaging and saying different things about trying to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of taping for free. But then what I realized too, I think part of the reason why I've been very, 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 very depressed too, my brain's trying to tell me something. Every single time I try and do anything to do with Uber Eats, I get very, very depressed, only because I'm trying and trying and trying, and it's nothing but a bloody failure. I had it literally activated for 3 hours today, and there was no orders at all. So I know what people are going to say, maybe it's time to give up, right? And you're right. But thing is, I can give up once I know I got something else for an income. So, like, look at all these, yeah, like, I would love to go to that island there. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, right now, where are we? We are at Departure Bay. And I really wish, you know, I ran into a YouTuber's channel, and they actually decided, instead of having a house, instead of living in a vehicle, they used their life savings and bought a yacht. And they said, now, actually, that's not the kind. You see that big one down there? Okay. Something similar to that, right, is what they did. This is actually a shipyard, right? Like there's a lot of one like that Pacific over there. It's being redone. I think that's a fishing boat, right? So, but you guys, if I was to ever find anyone who wants to just live out on the water, you go back to the water, you have your spot, you're there for every bit, you go shopping, you do whatever you're going to do, and maybe, I don't know, for internet, you use Starlink or something like that, right? And you go live and whatnot, either on a TikTok or, you know, there's so many different platforms. I would do it, even though it's a little rocky when you know, at times, but sometimes being rocked around a little bit, it actually might be a good thing to make you fall asleep, right? I would do it. If I had the money, I would say, screw the mainland, screw the land, let's go live on the water. Just don't go to international waters, you'll be in trouble. Anyways, where are we gonna go here? We can't really go too far, or maybe we could. We'll find out. Oh, these people are saying no to the videos. All right, I was crossing an intersection. There was a trucker. He's like, can we go first? I was like, keep going. Right, so, but yeah, so you guys, a lot of times, like I was trying to say earlier, you know, I think that when I'm leaving you guys messages saying, you know, I feel like giving up, it's only the truth, okay? Because, you know, like seriously, it's been 4 years almost. And I know some people say 4 years, you know, you should be monetized by now. No kidding, but nobody's been subscribing. Right? I know my channel's not the best, but you know what? If we started getting monetization, I'd be picking it up. Happened with my last channel, sharing my life, okay? And I ran into a couple of YouTubers, and it was like almost instantly, oh, someone's got a parking ticket. It was almost instantly, okay, that like a day or two, all of a sudden, boom, we had monetization. We got paid a month later, and we made like $300, right? So, but this time around, it's a lot more difficult. And I just feel like that if we were to run into some bigger YouTubers, that might help us out, right? Because trust me, would I love to be able to keep on doing this and doing, you know, going live on TikTok eventually, going live on the other ones that I found, okay, and have one platform. Even if you have to pay like, you know, 15, 16 bucks a month for it and have them all going at the same time, damn rights I would do it, right? Because, you know, I'm going on 52 years old soon, man. It's like, this stress is just unwarranted, you know? I'm trying and trying and trying, and it feels like a bloody lost cause. So, there's a ferry right over there. He's getting ready to is that the right spot? Where am I here? Right there. Yeah, there. So I can't exactly go right in there because, well, I'm not a paying customer, right? So, but there's some buildings over here. I don't want to go into the parking lot because it'll make me look like I'm looking for something, right? So, but yeah, they got the checkpoints over here, so I can't exactly, like, I could probably do walk on, but security would probably be like, why are you taping here? So, but yeah, the security one last time wasn't exactly most friendly towards me because I used to work for the company and things went downhill. So, but and it's a bummer. However, I've met the guys on the vessels, and actually there was a really nice Indian guy that I met on the vessel, and he became a subscriber not only here but also on Instagram, right? So yeah, maybe I should try and go down that way, go around. Maybe I should try and go around this barricade down there and go down on the other side to see if we can get down there or not. I think the ferry is leaving. That was one hell of a loud horn over there. It's the only one that is here. I think they only got the one running, right? So, but I was going to go down the other way, but I found out that's for where the seaplanes go. And they said, no, only customers and whatnot. And I'm like, well, you know I'm not a customer, right? But no filming allowed. I respect that, right? Right now, we're on public property, so if anyone has a problem with that, they can kiss my derriere, right? So, like, a lot of times when people go like this to me, I don't tape. I respect it, right? Because if I don't want to be taped, I'd say, hey man, if you mind, right? And a lot of times they say, too bad, you're public property, and I'm not going to argue it, right? Because they're right. So, but yeah, I would love to have some of these yachts, man. Like, holy, like, this is a small one down here, right? Something like that, I don't think it'd be quite big enough for my liking. But this one here, or the one over there, like that big one I showed you guys, right, would be more like it. But we're talking about a $100,000 yacht, right? So, but literally, man, if I won the lottery somehow, I would seriously consider being out on the water. You know, that way, you know, you don't have to worry about taxes and stuff like that. What are they going to do? Give you an ocean tax? I hope government did not watch that part of my video. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can to try and get you guys videos. You know, like my depression, you guys, it keeps on hitting and hitting and hitting. I really do think it's because I keep on firing up that app and knowing that it's a lost cause. You know, and you know, this morning when I was doing it, I was like, should I? And then I did it, and also I just felt my mental capacity take a nosedive. I went to go take a shower, and that's when I noticed how my knees were a little bit on the blue side. And so yeah, I got heated up. It took me extra time in the shower today in order to you know, do that. Like, that's what I mean, you guys. The van's very, 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 very cold. I need a diesel heater like ASAP, you know, to be warm. It goes to show my blood pressure is going down, you know, which is not good. So, anyways, so yeah, it just makes me feel like that I should be deleting the app because I know, like, having it active and not getting any orders just. And I did actually hear from Rhino today, and they actually made an error. Right? They thought I was in Vancouver, and that's why I wasn't getting anything. I was like, no. They said, we thought you lived in Van. They're like, we didn't know you were talking about this. I'm like, they're like, it's our misinterpretation. I'm like, it happens. So it looks like I'm still in their system, right? So we'll see what happens for tomorrow. A couple of days work can really go a long way. Because I remember 3 years ago when I was giving you guys videos about me going to work and making a little bit of money, and that really helped out a long way, right? So what was that place called? I think the restaurant I went to in this area was called something like Carlos O'Brien's or something like that. It's a karaoke bar, and my ex when I was 19 did a damn good job with a Shania Twain video. So, well, but yeah, so I think they use a lot to do with Suncor around here, because they got Suncor right there, right? It's yeah, Petro-Canada. Now I know that Petro-Canada uses Suncor for their gas, right? So, and it's local. So my question to Petro-Canada is, if it's so damn local, why aren't you lowering your goddamn prices? You know, like seriously, you guys are making it right there. Lower your prices, man. Make it affordable. Start a gas war. Make gas a hell of a lot cheaper. All right. Wow. It is a little bit on the cold side for my body. It tells you, man. That tells you when the body chemicals are changing. You know, it's crazy. So, anyways, I'm gonna get going here. I need to warm up here. I got nothing else going on, and like I'm trying to do what you guys want me to do, right? So maybe within the next couple of days, if things work out, if I get a call for any kind of work or whatever, you know, to give me like, you know, a couple $100 where maybe then I can start doing camping trips for you guys. But seriously, I really have been noticing, what the hell? I really have been noticing that whenever I do fire up that Uber Eats app, my depression kicks in. My body's telling me I don't want to do it anymore. That it's pointless to do it, right? But yeah, all day there's been nothing, which is very weird. I have a funny feeling maybe my account got suspended or something like that. So it means I have $0 coming in unless one of the agencies gets a hold of me and says let's go, or if miraculously some other position comes up, you know, or maybe the other one that I really like to give it a shot, which is unfortunately it's in the more lower mainland, but I will go. If that one would come my way, that could be a bit more money, right? But I'm at the waiting game. So I wonder if I should have done some shorts down here. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get going here. I got cold out there. I gotta warm up my knees because my knees were the bad parts when I was in the shower. So I had never seen my knees like that before, so that's not a good sign. So I'm turning on the heat for circulatory in here to get things going. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm trying to friction to warm up a bit here before we get going. So I gotta go. Which street would I have to go up, that way or? No, I don't think it matters as long as we go forward. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Make sure for those of you guys who have not subscribed, make sure you guys do so. It's going to help my channel a lot. It's going to help my mentality a lot, you know. And if you guys really want more content like this, I really need the channel to start growing. So, alrighty. So I will chat with you guys later.